we're designing a brand identity for a mythical, magical bookstore, one where you're transported inside the book itself. We're also creating a spicy bookmark collection inspired by the Disney princesses themselves, but they're not the fairy tale versions that you know. I'm Andrea, a graphic design student, but I am obsessed with storytelling. Instead of me just walking you through a design, I'm taking you on a journey with me. So here's what we're creating in this project: a logo, brand identity, a name, of course, what's a bookstore without some accessories? I have always loved books. I was that kid who constantly had a hold on her library card because she just didn't want to let the book go. Sorry, SF Public Library. So naturally, I thought, how fun would it be to create a brand identity for a bookstore? I spent countless hours racking my brain trying to think of the perfect name for this bookstore. That was tiring. Now, let's get moody. There are a few things to consider when making a mood board: patterns, texture, typography, overall aesthetic, and mood. After finishing the mood board, I knew exactly where I wanted to take this logo. I wanted it to feel like you stumbled upon a hidden gem you weren't even supposed to know was there. I wanted to create a castle that looked like a book, with a princess trapped inside, staring out of the window into the moonlit night. For the princess, wanted to use the body of her, but the head of this one. Just have to do a couple of adjustments. I wanted her to look proud and her head up, but tilted enough where it still looks like she's basking in the glow of the moonlight. I knew that I wanted something that felt big and regal, very round and curved, and gave you that elegant story fairy tale vibes. I've grown to love typography. Words tell a story that images don't. Ended up really liking this third one. It had a good mixture of elegance, some curves, and some turns. Because I had the idea of the moonlight, I wanted it to curve around the book, framing it. The way I like to pick colors is referencing images and pictures that have a color palette that already work together. That way it's less work for me to figure out, does this color go with this? I was really loving this green vibe, and so I just went all in on the green. I was actually thinking this might be a better route. Sometimes when you put too much colors, you have too much going on, and so I wanted to simplify this design as much as I could because I knew I wanted the illustration to really stand out. Here is where the shining moonlight comes in. Again, I wanted it to beam down on her as she basked in the glory. I wasn't quite happy with the final font until I found this one. This gives those big swirls I was looking for. Now that we have our logo lockups ready, it's time to get serious. Let's get into character. If I were Cinderella, my glass slipper would represent the glass ceilings I'm about to break. And if my carriage turned into a pumpkin, my insurance better cover it. And if I were Aurora, and all I had to do was sleep, I mean, is that even really a curse? And if I were Ariel, and a sea witch stole my voice, I'd be using my new legs to chase after some paper, because I'm getting the boat, and I'm gonna find her. If I were Tiana, and my prince turned out to be a frog, would that be considered catfishing? Whew, okay. So, now we use those icons and illustrations to create a pattern in Illustrator. Those are going on top of all of our bookmarks. I also created custom journals that go along with the bookmarks. We'll see more on those later. Now we have our logo, our brand colors, and our accessories. Now it's time for one of my favorite parts, the mock-up. They call me Sleeping Beauty. Girl, I was just minding my own business. Hilarious. I don't need a carriage, my Uber's outside. How current is that? I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty, and now I can't find my own keys. You know how she sings her song? I lose my keys 5 times a day. My crown is under my chef's hat, and I'm always ready to serve. I wanted quotes that felt relatable and modern and something that they would actually say today if they were around. We have Sleeping Beauty's Sweet Successful Dreams, a dream journal. And then we have her quote, I don't chase men, I chase REM cycles, sleep tracking journal. This would be perfect for her. If she was a modern day girly, she would definitely be tracking her sleep. Don't water down your flavor. You are the secret ingredient to all of your dreams. Cooking and recipe journal. And I'm sure nowadays she would want to keep track of all her delicious recipes. I wanted to lead with the green that she uses predominantly in her dress with this one. I tried it with the purple. It felt a little bit dark and moody, and I wanted a design that was light and refreshing. You'll also see across the designs this beam of light that shines through the center. And again, this is to tie into the logo of the actual bookstore. Leave footprints that can't be erased. Left my shoe? Honey, I left my mark. Manifestation journal. I love this one too because I love the illustration of the shoe. And for Ariel, adventure isn't found, it's created. A lot of times we go into the world hoping something that will happen. You have to go out there and make it happen. I have legs, and now I just use them to sit and scroll. Productivity journal. Sometimes we get stuck doom scrolling. Last but not least, I wanted to create a promo video. Something that the bookstore could use either in a commercial or on their social media. You're not looking for something to flip through. You're looking for your next adventure, to wear your armor, to be transported through time to your kingdom. Learn from the masters themselves. A path to something somewhere. Moonlit Tales, the bookstore that takes you there. There you have it. This design is complete.